Welcome to another Fun Time Friday here in the sports office. Hope you all had a happy holiday. Welcome back to what we normally do here. We've got James Paxton, Fox 2 sports producer. We've got Aaron Jordan, Fox 2 news producer. And we've got a lot to talk about, gentlemen, because as usual on Friday, when we think it's just going to be nice and easy and we just ease into the weekend, no. News breaks. And
perfect time to hire a head coach.
Yep.
Perfect time to hire a head coach is December 26th.
The news that broke was Michigan going out to hire Kyle Whittingham, former coach of the Utah Utes, to be the new head football coach in Ann Arbor, succeeding Sharon Moore. Gentlemen, first off, quick thoughts on what you think about what's going on.
I'm a big fan of Kyle Whittingham. I always have been. He's built up a really good program. I mean, this is a guy who had a perfect 13-0 season back about 15, 16 years ago, and he's always been able to compete in the Pac-12, Big 12. The only thing I'm curious about before I give it to Aaron real quick is he is 66. So how long is he going to be the coach?
Good question. Go ahead.
My bigger question, James, is the fact that he's never coached on east of the Mississippi. That would be my big question. What are his recruiting ties out here? But I think it's a good hire overall on paper because, like James was saying, he did a great job with Utah for all those years. Stepped down saying he didn't want to overstay his welcome. This is the best hire I think Michigan probably could have made in this cycle. Kalen DeBoer wasn't coming through that door. Jed Fish said he wasn't coming through that door, and I thought he was going to be the hire that made the most sense. Yeah. But with all the questions surrounding the athletic department right now, I think this is an excellent hire for the Wolverines. And I'm saying that I happen to be wearing a state sweatshirt today. I swear to God I did not plan this. I do. This is true. Okay.
He wears it like every day.
I do.
Since you guys bring up a lot of questions, let's go get some answers. And for that, we'll bring in Josh Furlong, the Utah beat writer and sports director at KSL. Josh, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I am fantastic. All right, you kind of heard what we were saying there about Whittingham coming over. What's your feeling about this? I mean, obviously it's a bigger deal for him, but the idea that Utah is losing their head coach after 21 years.
Yeah, this was always one of those things where everybody was expecting the end of Kyle Whittingham, right? Like they expected him to retire. It was the expectation that, this year or even last year was going to be it. And then they'd move on to their head coach in waiting in Morgan Scalley. And then suddenly, the language kind of changed. And as he decided to finish out the season, he said he was going to step down, leaving the option open that he was still wanting to be in coaching. He wanted to do that at Utah. He met with Utah and had kind of an amicable departure. He was still planning to coach the Las Vegas Bowl, which is where they're at. And it just kind of changed. Everything kind of changed and suddenly became open to other coaching positions. And, one of those things that was a challenge, right? Because he still loves coaching. He still wants to be in there. And so this felt like a perfect fit. It always felt more like he was more interested in staying in coaching. And if the right place came along, it would be it. And it seems like Michigan is clearly that right place.
Go ahead, James.
Josh, thanks for joining us. If you could describe a Whittingham program, what best describes what organization we're about to get in Ann Arbor? And kind of a two-part question here. Is he the guy to really steer a ship that we've seen a ton of scandals and the Sharon Moore situation, the sign stealing situation? Is he the right man who's going to be able to take a real good threshold of this program?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and Kyle is one of those guys that he's ultra competitive. He's a guy that works tirelessly. He wants to try to build a program in what he calls the right way, right? Like he wants to develop guys. He wants to, help them and be able to just be all about football. If there's one fatal flaw to Kyle is that it's fully involved in football, right? Like he's so invested in football that sometimes that's too much for people. He demands a lot of hours. He demands a lot of expectations from people that are bought in. And so that's just a full-on commitment to whatever, football program that he's a part of. And so you've got a guy that's a hard-nosed guy, old-style coach who's also learned to adapt with the current days where whether it be the transfer portal or whether it be NIL or trying to come up with offenses or defenses that evolve with kind of what's going on, that's what he's going to do. It may take a tiny bit, but he's a guy that's adaptable and ready to go. And so it's definitely a guy that you're not going to have to worry about scandal. He's going to keep his head down. He's an introverted guy that wants to stay out of the public limelight, and he's just going to go about doing his business.
Aaron, go ahead.
And I did want to ask you this question, too, because a lot of Michigan fans are wondering about the development of Bryce Underwood. Obviously, highly touted when he came in. What kind of offense can we expect Coach Whittingham to run when he comes here? And what have you seen in Utah the last several seasons?
Traditionally, Kyle's always been, using the run to establish everything else. That's how he's loved to place it. All of his offensive coordinators were intent on using that, whether it be play action or just straight downhill running. But over the last few years, he wanted to be a little bit more modern and try to be able to introduce a little bit more of the passing game. So if he brings on offensive coordinator Jason Beck from Utah, which sounds like it could be the option, you're going to find a guy that is very dialed in with more of the modern offenses, wants to establish passing, wants to establish the run game, but is really adaptable to whatever talent he has. And so if it's an offense that is, your skills players are best suited to establish the run, he's going to lean in on that. If it's best suited to establish the pass, Jason Beck is going to do that. So if that's how the direction it goes, which it sounds like it probably will, that's kind of where you're expected to go. Outside of that, I could see Kyle really leaning into the run, really trying to establish that, trying to go into more of the Big Ten style, the physical play, win in the trenches, that kind of stuff. But it's TBD, right? I mean, I think over the last 2 years, he's really given all the offensive control to his offensive coordinators. He'll still meddle in it, but at the same time, it's going to be mostly their control and how they want to operate that offense.
Josh, let me throw this at you right now. He's 66 years old. He's been at Utah for 21 years. Are we looking at Michigan as a job he will be in for the next 10, 12 years, or is it a stopgap thing, maybe the next 3 years until Michigan can find maybe someone to, move the program even further along? How do you anticipate this job being accepted by him? Is it a temporary thing? Is it a permanent thing?
That's a good question because, he was obviously on the doorstep of retirement.
Right.
But that's not to say that he was ever losing a step, right? Like, this is a guy that is fully committed to football. He's known football from a young age. His dad coached football, was in the NFL and coached in college. So it's just something that's in his blood. He understands it. His son is part of the coaching staff of the Kansas City Chiefs. And so he's got this connection of football throughout his entirety of his life. And so, at 66, it's not something that's going to hold him back. He takes pride in being a guy that literally is exercised every single day. I've lost count at how many days it is. It's something like 2,000 straight days. The guy's insane. So you're not going to worry about his, health or anything that way.
How many years is it?
Good question. It's a long time, and honestly, it's one of those things that's I can't keep track of that. I don't know. I think Joel Klatt has a great story about how he beat him on a Peloton race one time, and it was pretty rigorous. So it's pretty cool. The kind of the things that he has. Utah fans out here like to talk about his calves. They call it Witt's calves because they're just shaped, and it's kind of funny. But this is a guy that is dialed in, right? So as long as he's passionate about coaching, which I don't see that burning anytime soon, I think he could live through the entire 5 seasons as long as, things are going well at Michigan.
Now, you mentioned earlier about the style of play that he's going to bring, and while we probably don't know that, I think we do have a handle on how he's going to construct the teams. Obviously, he's into physical play on both the offensive and defensive lines, and he moves outward from there. Am I correct?
Yeah, he loves to establish the trenches. He wants to make sure that you win at the beginning of the attack right there, right? And if you can establish the physicality there, set the tone, everything else kind of sets in place. And so you're going to see a big emphasis on trying to win the trenches on both sides of the ball. And if you can do that, he's found a lot of success on being able to find the pieces beyond that.
Well, Michigan definitely has some of the pieces, and we'll see if a lot of them stay or go when the transfer portal opens up on January 2nd. Josh Furlong, Utah beat writer, sports director at KSL. Thanks a lot for coming in with us tonight and talking about Kyle Whittingham and what he's going to bring to Ann Arbor. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Good luck with Kyle, and we're excited to see how this pans out.
Thanks a lot,
Kyle.
Josh.
We'll be looking for
Josh.
you again. Hey, you know what? There's also lots going on here in the sports office tonight. Don't forget about the Zoom room.
Whoa!
Don't forget about everything.
What the
And
heck?
We also have a special guest.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's Santa!
And we'll talk to him next.
Santa!
All right. Welcome back to the Sports Office. Woody, James, and Aaron here with the man himself, Santa Claus. Santa,
Clap it up for Santa. Clap it up
welcome
for
to the
Santa.
Sports Office. We have Santa here, and since it is the day after Christmas, we figured it would be a great chance to get in touch with you, Santa. So let me ask this question right now: jet lag, is it real?
Oh, of course it is. All day, 24-hour day here. A 24-hour day, flying around the world, stopping in every house of all the nice kids, boys and girls. Yes, it is tiring. We were supposed to be on our way to the beach in Miami, but we got called up for this little activity.
You know what? That brings up another question. What is Mrs. Claus's first rule once you're back home?
Oh, don't eat all the cookies.
Haven't you been doing that during the ride?
Well, yes, but now the ones I can't eat them all. We had to bring them home, and she locks them up from me.
Do you now use GPS, or is it still North Star or Bust?
Oh, we're using GPS. Yes, we do. It is very helpful, especially when there's traffic jams and up there with the airplanes.
Is it technically true that Rudolph is the GOAT? Rudolph is the best reindeer of all time.
He seems to be the most favorite of all the children. When I ask him what's their favorite, I get a couple comments or dashes, but 90% it's Rudolph. Yep.
What's harder, squeezing down chimneys or assembling toys without instructions?
That's a good question.
It's the toys without the instructions.
Yeah.
I mean, this Santa isn't very big here, so he can probably get down those chimneys.
No. You know what? Santa.
This is a Kyle Whittingham Santa. He's been exercising.
Santa is surprisingly athletic.
Oh,
so
okay.
you have to be careful with it.
To be able to pull that all-nighter like that, you have to be.
Yeah, you
That's
have
true.
to. I
That's
guess. Santa, I noticed you got a big bag here. You have anything for us in the sports office?
Oh, let's see. We got a few leftover gifts.
Let's see. What do we got?
This? We have a
we got a Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions shirt. Look at this. Thank you, Santa. Let's talk about the Lions. I guess they got coal in their stocking this year after losing to the Vikings.
Holy peppermint sticks. What happened to those Lions this season? Wow.
That's exactly what Dan Campbell said yesterday.
Exactly.
He was, peppermint.
It's now the Chicago Bears and the end of the season with no playoffs. We'll let that go to rest. What else in the sack, Santa? What else?
That's about all the Lions talk I want to do.
Yeah.
So let's see what else is in Santa's sack.
Oh, you got a blanket? Just in case we need one.
oh.
That's good.
nice blanket.
Give this to Aaron.
All right, it matches the sweatshirt. Perfect.
Fans. Oh, look at this. A T-shirt. What does
Is
it
that a
say?
He-Man?
It says what? Hammer time? Oh, this must be for
Hammer time.
Jennifer Hammond.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. We'll put this
Yay.
on her desk over there. Yeah. What else
it
is
is
in the
hammer
bag,
time.
Santa?
We got the TV brick.
Oh, this is the best
Perfect.
ball brick. You know why we need this?
Why?
Because of Lions games. We have seen referees be terrible, and we just want to throw a brick right at the TV. That's great.
You use it every day. Game, don't
Yeah.
you?
Hey, you know what? Let me throw in another reindeer question here, Santa, while we're unveiling gifts.
But we're talking reindeer. So.
What do the reindeer do? Do they take a spa day or mandatory vacation as soon as you're done?
Oh, as soon as we're done. Well, it's reindeer games all the way up until Christmas Eve.
Really?
And then, yes, they do have a relaxing time, too, at the spa.
Was there a Reindeer Games winner this year? Who was the lucky
I
reindeer?
think it was Dasher came out on top.
Wow. Dasher pulled the upset.
Yeah,
I believe
that is an upset.
I believe the heavy wagering was on Dancer.
Well, Dancer was minus 200, but Dasher was plus 350. So.
What else we got, Santa?
Oh boy.
We have tricks for
Tricks
dogs.
for dogs.
What the
Oh,
heck?
This is good too, just in case. You know what, Tommy? Let's go over here real quick. My man Tommy over here. Tommy, anybody in the Zoom room right now? Let's go see who we got.
Hey, does everyone want to ask
Somebody
Santa a
wants to talk
question?
with Santa. Papa Dot is here.
Papa Dot!
How are you, my friend? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you had a good one. How do you feel with Santa being here right here in the sports office?
Santa should have gave them some medicine last night.
No doubt. I know everybody's upset about the Lions. What do you think that the team needs to do now?
They need to get rid of the coach. They need to get rid of the coach and get another quarterback.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. Now be realistic and tell me what they should do because you're not being realistic.
I'm being realistic.
Not really.
I think an offensive coordinator, a new offensive coordinator, is realistic there, Papa Dot.
That's what I agree
Well,
with right there. Because Papa Dot, you have
He
to
need
agree.
he need to lead the coaching to somebody else. Then
Exactly. I think
he
you
need to
can-
lead the plays to somebody else.
I think you can agree that once Dan Campbell took over the play calling, things got a little bit stagnant, a little bit repetitive, something that we knew was coming.
Play calling was
down.
much better before.
He went downhill.
Yeah, it did go
I thought he was
downhill.
pointing at Sam.
So, are you putting a lot of heat on Brad Holmes, the general manager, as well?
Yes. Somebody in that organization don't know what they're doing.
If it was you making picks this summer, what are you looking at? Are you looking offensive linemen? What do you want to improve on the team?
Offensive lineman and another quarterback.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to see. I don't know if they're going to get another quarterback after paying Jared Goff all that money, but we will see. Did you get Papa Dot's Christmas letter?
Yes, we did.
Oh, then
I don't believe you. I don't think Papa
Then
Dot
you
wrote you
probably got
a letter.
everything on your list. Papa Dot, thanks for coming
too
in.
old.
Say hi to Cocaine for me. I appreciate
They had
it.
cocaine.
Who else we got in the
That's
Zoom
his
room,
dog,
Tommy?
by the way.
Yeah,
He's got
for the
a dog.
record, that's his dog.
Oh, okay. We have no name for this gentleman.
I know name.
We
No
have no
name.
name for this gentleman.
No name.
So I'm going to call you No Name.
Why don't you give us a name?
I like to stay undercover.
Undercover.
That's
I'll
not-
call
that's
you
weird.
undercover. Talk to me about the holidays. What you saw with the Lions.
You know, I saw a team that has so many holes to fill and not enough time.
Yeah.
I definitely
was bad.
circle
He
back.
was bad.
I circle back to before the draft, and I almost wonder if Brad Holmes knew that Frank Ragnow wasn't going to play this year, because maybe we would have drafted some more offensive linemen, and maybe we wouldn't have traded away some picks to get Tesla. And now it's really going to hurt us next year, losing out on a pick and kind of being where we are.
I think I have to agree with you on that, but there's still hope for this team. I mean, they can still turn it around. I mean, some seriously good drafting and maybe some key free agents could solve a lot of those problems.
I'm just really scared about the future because the uncertainty with Kirby Joseph, the injury with Brian Branch, the late injury with Terrion Arnold. It's almost like we're going to be at a rebuilding stage again with our defense if we really can't come to terms with everything.
Is it more upsetting because a lot of those guys have already been paid?
Yeah, or especially going to be paid. Are we going to pay Brian Branch? Are we going to pay Gibbs? Are we going to pay Campbell? Are we going to pay Laporta the money? We're kind of. Are we going to rebuild? Are we going to repay? We're kind of at a teeter-tot right now.
Let me kind of help everybody out with just a little bit of facts here. Every top team in the NFC has a bad gap year. A couple years ago, the Rams didn't make the playoffs after going to the Super Bowl. The year after the 49ers made the Super Bowl, they went 6-11. The Eagles lost both their coordinators, started 11-1, and then ended 11-6 with a first-round exit in the playoffs. Guys, this isn't abnormal. I'm not saying the Lions are going to bounce back and make the playoffs next year, but it's not abnormal to have a bad year.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
absolutely.
I can go with that, but again,
A lifetime of them.
with the anticipation of what we thought it was going to be this year, it really hurts now because we all thought and we were all sold the bill of goods that it was Super Bowl or bust, and right now it's bust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Undercover, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Make sure you come back, okay? Love to have you.
Maybe we'll know his name next time.
Santa, what more? What more do we have?
Oh, is there
here
more
in the break
gifts?
before we go to our before we have to go to a break? What else we got?
Oh, what's this?
Oh, it's a Detroit.
First place, Red Wings.
Oh, first place, Red Wings. Yes, I'll put this on right now. That is
Is there
great.
anything else in there? I haven't gotten a gift yet.
Lots to talk about.
I want a gift.
Oh, you want a gift? All right. What do you
Let me
got?
see what he's got.
What's in there? Oh, it's a baseball glove for James.
Perfect.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm
Now,
putting this on.
maybe you can play for the Tigers.
I mean, they didn't sign anyone else in the offseason.
They could sign
so.
you in the offseason. That might be good. And what else? Something to drink out of. We'll let you have that,
Perfect.
Santa, because you know what?
Well deserved.
You deserve it. Have a little, take
thank
a little
you,
time
thank
off
you.
there. Oh man. Hey, Santa, thanks a lot for coming in. I appreciate you.
Alrighty.
Where are we going now, James?
Well, we're going to go to a break, but after the break, we're going to continue with Santa because I got more questions for him.
I'm glad you said that. We'll
All right.
Way more
of the
questions for
sports
Santa.
office. Go Red Wings.
playing
Welcome back to the
year.
sports
Used to
office.
laugh and call him
During the
names.
Christmas season.
They never let poor
Saw the
Rudolph
boys and
join any
we're having a fun time on a Friday night. We're going to continue the fun.
foggy Christmas.
Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to continue the fun because I want to bring somebody else in to enjoy it.
Okay.
Who's in the Zoom room, Tommy? Who do we got? Altonio, my man.
Antonio!
How are you, my friend? Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Excellent.
Hey,
Okay.
Woody.
How are you, my man? Listen,
I'm okay.
let me ask the question. How disappointed are you with the Lions, and what do you think needs to happen moving forward?
Oh man, the Lions. It's hard. I'm 46. I've been watching the Lions ever since I was 5 years old. And what I think the Lions should do, I think they should trade for Joe Burrow and fire Brad Holmes.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I don't know if I can deal with any of that, Antonio. I don't know.
Because Jared Goff he's a good quarterback, but Jared Goff need a line like Tom Brady needed.
I
in
would
New
agree.
England.
I would agree with that.
And
But-
if he,
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But in the time that's left, let me shift your focus to something positive. What about the
Okay.
Detroit Pistons? They take on Utah
Yeah.
tonight. These guys are looking real good, huh?
oh yeah, the Pistons. I think they're gonna go away a long way in the East. It just during the trade deadline, I hope they go pick up Devin Booker to go against them.
Devin Booker.
You're
oh my
swinging
goodness.
for the fences here.
Yeah, we will see if any of that comes true. Antonio, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. I got to let you go because I don't have a lot of time.
You know what, Woody? I agree with Antonio. I would love Joe Burrow. I would also love to have won the Powerball the other night, but that didn't happen either.
I will say, though, if you're thinking about winning the Powerball, you're sitting next to the right guy.
Yes,
Santa
this is
Claus
true.
is here.
You got a winning
He may-
Powerball ticket in that set?
We only
Maybe.
deal with mostly
yeah.
toys and clothes.
Mostly toys and clothes. Okay, I see. Hey, listen, I don't know how much time we have left. It's got to be short. 1 minute. I'd like to say thanks to Santa Claus for coming in. Appreciate it. You got what? You got more gifts?
One more gift,
We have
yeah.
one more gift. We have a special gift, and it's a gift for Rich Luderman. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is a Tigers 313
Wow.
City
Mama.
jersey. This is
Thank you,
nice.
Santa. Thank you,
This
Santa.
is nice, Rich.
Wow. I love it.
What do you think about the
Christmas.
Tigers this year?
I think Tigers are going to be strong this year. I'm feeling it. I think it's going to happen.
I'm feeling this. This is nice.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
very nice. That's quality item right there. Rich Luderman, a quality guy. Thanks for coming in. James Paxson, thank you. Aaron Jordan, thank you. Santa, thank you, Santa.
The legend. The legend.
We'll see you next time. on the
Santa,
Sports Office.
Santa, 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 Santa.
Welcome to The Pulse as we dive into all things people, power, and politics. I'm Roop Raj. The debate over those AI data centers rages on. Sure, there's the potential for economic benefits, but there's also massive concern for the environment and our health. State Representative Noah Arbit and AI expert Joe Tavares take a closer look. This one really does have to do with people, has to do with a lot of power, water power, electricity, and a lot of politics as well. So I'm glad you have both of you here. I want to begin at the table with our state